Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm John, and today is Super Bowl Sunday. Woohoo, go Eagles. So even though it's Super Bowl Sunday, still got to pay the bills, and we're working hard to make something of the channel. So today we're going to talk about my heavy plate carrier and tactical set. So let's get into this. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us and tuning in. If you would please hit that like and subscribe button. Your subscription means a lot to me, and like I've said before, I'm trying to do something with this channel, and I need all the subscriptions and views and likes and comments that I can get. If you don't like something, comment on it. I won't know, you don't know that you're not doing a good job if somebody doesn't tell you you're not doing a good job. So yeah, definitely comment. But today we're going to take a look at, this is what I call my heavy tactical set, my heavy plate carrier, my heavy battle set, so to speak. And what I mean by that is this is a plate carrier. Okay, and obviously this is today it's a range belt. Remember, we can always change that pronoun if we need to, but yeah, today this is a range belt. At some point in the future, maybe it'll become a battle belt. But oh, and by the way, I made this cool little stand. I don't know if you guys can check this out, but I made this cool little stand for my stuff. And here, I'll show you this here. My rifle that goes with this set fits right in there just like that. So I can have this thing ready to go, sitting in my closet just like this. And yeah, it's all ready to go. But let's get this off of here. We'll go over this a little bit later. Maybe it'll do a separate video for that. But that is... this is my Aero Precision 308. This is actually my designated marksman rifle, DMR. And this is what I use for this kit, so to speak. So, yeah. Like I said, at some point we'll take a look at that and get into it. But today I just want to talk about my carrier here. This is a plate carrier. This is London Bridge Trading Company, the G3. And I bought this probably, about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Been using it ever since. Like I said, this is my heavy kit because it feeds, the whole purpose for this kit is to feed my battle rifle, that 308 that I showed you, the M5. But that's its sole purpose, is to feed the battle rifle and to protect me from being shot. So London Bridge Trading Company, great carrier. This one here I use for my Safelife Defense FRAS armor, flexible rifle armor system. So the plates that I have in here are flexible. They're not the steel plates like you would see in a lot of the carriers. However, this will stop 5.56, 7.62, 308, the NATO rounds, 9mm, and basically pretty much anything you can throw at it, except for 50 BMG and probably 30-06. Although I did see a couple videos out there where some guys shot this with 30-06, and it actually took it. It actually survived. Safelife Defense. So if Safelife Defense wants to send me some body armor to shoot up, some FRAS to shoot up and do a review on, by all means, Safelife, go ahead and send that to me. You can get a hold of me. But I paid for all this stuff. Nobody is sponsoring me. Nobody purchased this. Nobody sent it to me to test out. So this is my, a pretty honest review of this set. So yeah, like I said, London Bridge Trading Company, G3 carrier, FRAS, Safelife Defense FRAS armor. All right, we'll start in the front here, and we'll start at the top as far as what's on the outside of the kit. This is a High Speed Gear Industries nav kit, nav pouch, and you can, what this is for is, if I can get this thing unbuttoned, you put your phone in here, okay? This comes out. I'm using my phone right now to record this video. But basically, your phone goes inside here. These bungee cords go around the corners of your phone, and then it's got the Velcro on the back. The pouch has some Velcro there. You can stick it that way if you want, but most of your Velcro is right there. So you stick it down there, and as you can see, when this thing comes down, you put that there like that. This thing comes down, your phone lays flat, your head's up here, you can look down, and you can see your phone. I use it for, you can sync this with your watch. I have a Garmin watch, but really mostly what I use this for is my drone. So I have a drone that I use with both of my kits. It's a follow me drone, and I can see what's going on ahead of me, behind me. It kind of acts as like a third person or another person to keep a watch out for you. But yeah, that's that pouch. Inside here, you got a little area to put some of your notebook or something like that. It's got a little place for a pen or a pencil. I have it empty right now. I usually don't carry much in here when I'm training, but I have stuff in here that I can move up if I need to. So that's the nav pouch. Coming down, I have a placard, like I said, with the High Speed Gear Industries triple mag. These are the M5 AR-10 magazines, 25 rounds each, so they are heavy. You are not gonna, load up too many of these magazines on you. However, I do have 3 on the carrier. I have 2 on the belt back there, and I have 1 in the rifle. So 6 of the 308. Pretty heavy. Each one of those 308 rounds is twice the weight of an AR-15 round. So, yep, pretty heavy. Down below that, I run this dangler. It's loaded up right now, and to be honest with you, I don't usually run it. I have it attached. This placard, you can clean this up like this, and I can take this off. So actually, I can remove that right now. So let's take a look at this. But yeah, Excellent Elite Spanker. I know some people get a kick out of that name, but the Excellent Elite Spanker dangler. The other thing I like about this is it has the molly in the back here. So if you wanted to, you could take this off. You could attach it to pretty much anything. If you wanted to attach it to your EDC belt, it'll do that. I believe, yeah, I think so. I believe you can run a belt through here if you need to. Let's see if I can get this open here. Yeah. So as you can see, you can run these through your molly, attach it to your belt if you wanted to, your EDC belt or any other kind of belt. I don't know if you can see that, sorry guys and girls. But yeah, you can run that in there. So there's a couple different ways that you can run this. I really like this. Like I said, I have this on my other pouch. You know what? Maybe we'll take a look inside of this later on in the video. But I usually carry, like a boo-boo bag in here, some food, Probably my Right in the Rain tablet is in there, some pens, some, Right in the Rain pens and pencils and stuff like that. But just a general purpose bag, just to carry stuff. Nothing in particular, but just things that you might need out on the range. That's why I have it loaded up, so that whenever I decide to go to the range, I can just grab this pouch and or just grab this whole kit, and I have everything in here that I need for the day. So yeah, this placard, what I like about this is that it has the quick connects, so I can drop this if I want to. I don't have to really carry it all the time. And yeah, that you can get rid of it. I only have the 3 magazines. I don't do the double. I don't do a rifle magazine with a pistol magazine in the front, because it's just too much. If you're trying to get down in the dirt, someone's shooting at you, or you're being shot at, you're trying to get down into that micro terrain, and you got a bunch of stuff on the front here, it's not good. It's not conducive to ducking at all. So I don't like to have too much in the front. That's the reason why I like to have this, so that I can take this off. And like I said, I don't really run with this bag, or this this pouch, but I like to have it just in case. So that is that. Oh, maybe I'll show you what this is. Hear the dog barking. But easy to attach, easy to take off. This is just some comms. Not really. I'm not going to go over those because it's not really what I use. It's just something I was dicking around with. I have different comms. This. What is this? Everybody always asks me that. What is this thing that you carry on your carrier? Anybody know? Do you know what that's for? This is a paint can opener in, the real world. But on the range, this thing is the best thing you'll find to clear a jammed weapon. Especially if you have a double feed, or you have an issue, with a round that's jammed into your bolt for some reason. Drop that mag, pull that, pull the bolt back, lock it back, and this thing here, because it's so nice and thin, and I actually took this and ground it down to make it just a little bit thinner, and that is what I use to clear up jams. So I just kind of keep that wrapped up, and I keep it stuffed. It's on a tether so I don't lose it. Keep that stuffed behind that placard in there. Also behind there, a pair of trauma shears. Like I said, I do have the IFAK kit in the back. However, if you can't get to that, or if you need it for someone else, these are readily available. They're right here behind that placard, and you can cut someone's clothes off if that's what you need to do. All right, so I got that placard off. I got these over here. Like I said, I leave these attached to the carrier so that they don't go anywhere. Off to the right hand side, I have a carabiner here. Has my glove station, hard knuckle gloves. Always have gloves, especially ones like this. I do carry these on my belt. These are the real thin. I believe these are first response. First response. These are first response gloves, super thin. Love these gloves. I think this is probably about the 4th or 5th pair I've had, but they fit your hand real nice, like a second skin. Great for using the pistol, but usually when I'm running that heavy AR M5, I like to have these heavy gloves on. Not only that, you know, you punch someone in the teeth with these, and they're gonna feel it. There's a great video out there. There's a guy who's all dressed up in black. I believe his name is Antifa. And he goes up to a police officer who's wearing one of these at one of their, you know, little Antifa parades or whatever they call them. You know, where they burn everybody's buildings down and businesses, and they take over police stations in Portland, Oregon. But yeah, the Antifa character goes up to the police officer, and he tries to tap his gun because the police officer's got his rifle and he's all kitted out in his gear, and the officer gives him a smack in the teeth with these, and that's pretty much the end of Mr. Antifa. For a little while, he takes a little nap at the officer's feet. It's a great video. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but you can definitely search it and find it. So this is the London Bridge Trading Carrier. I believe this is 1000D Codura, I believe. This is a great kit, very durable, laser cut moly. It's not sewn in or anything like that. My other kit is also from Safelife, and it's their tactical vest, and it's laser cut in the top part of the carrier, and then on the bottom it has the sewn in moly. But this one is all laser cut, and the cummerbund is also a laser cut moly type fastening system, which is pretty awesome. When I first got this thing, I thought to myself, man, these aren't going to hold up. And I got to tell you something, they really do. You can really put these under a lot of stress, a lot of strain, and they won't rip. Not quite sure. I believe it's also 1000D Codura, but it's just, I think it's stacked. Not quite sure, but it's pretty tough stuff. It definitely won't rip on you. Behind that placard that was here, we have a pouch, a little nav pouch. Inside here, I got some goodies just in case, you know, some peanut butter. I also have some of the bungee cords for some of the accessories that I carry, stuff like that. But you can usually put, you know, put your maps in there. That's what I usually have behind there. I don't have them in there now because I don't want to show everybody, you know, what my maps look like. And some things you should just keep to yourself. You shouldn't tip your hat on certain things, and where I'm going and what I'm doing are one of those things, as far as I believe. But anyways, yeah, nice little pocket back there. Like I said, I got some Skippy peanut butter in there. Love the peanut butter. It's great to carry because it also gives you some protein. This one's got 7 grams of protein in it, and I'm a huge peanut butter fan. Love peanuts, love peanut butter. It's probably one of my favorite things. And when you're on the range and, you know, you're doing your pew-pew thing, just being able to reach down and grab some peanut butter and squirt it in your mouth is awesome. Love that stuff. So, like I said before, inside of here is the Safelife Defense FRAS body armor. I'll show you that. This carrier, you have a nice little pull cord down here. Pull that, and there's your stuff. Now, I wanted to show you something before I take that FRAS out. Inside here, I carry an extra trauma kit. So I'm big on the trauma kits, big believer in the trauma kits. You can never have enough of these. Inside this, I have some chest seals, I have some combat gauze, I have some compressed gauze, I have the abdominal pads. Can't get that out of my mouth. Abdominal pads, and this is a abdominal trauma kit. So I got about 2 of those in there. Also got some rolled gauze in there. Like I said, combat gauze, and I got chest seals. Just in case. You never know. I carry this inside there, and it's behind the armor, the plate, which this isn't a plate, but it's shaped like a plate. You'll see in a minute. But yeah, carry this in there just in case something happens to me and I need to get to it. I can always rip that cord, as you saw on the bottom here, and this thing will basically fall out. And because it's behind the armor, it won't get shot up, hopefully. Just remember, when you wear these things, don't think that just because you got armor on that it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. So it's probably going to cause some kind of trauma. You know, you're not going to have a bullet that ripped through you. You're not going to be bleeding out on the inside, but you could have some broken ribs. You could have a broken sternum, depending on what you get hit with. Yeah, it's not going to be a fun day. So something to keep in mind. All right, inside there we have our Safelife Defense FRAS armor. So this is a 10, get this on the camera here, 10 by 12, threat level 3. So this is basically a 3 plate. I don't know what you call it, level 3 plate. FRAS, Safelife Defense FRAS, 5-year guarantee. This takes place of your hard plates. So this will give you some flexibility, as you can see. And if you can see this, I don't know if you can see those hexagon shape. Those are ceramic, little ceramic pucks that are in there. Almost like the dragon skin. I don't know if you remember that a while ago. They had that. They called it dragon skin. Adjust this camera a little bit here. Get a better view. Kind of like that, but not that. Much better than that stuff. I was a police officer when that stuff came out. And I think we got it at our department. Just got like one vest or something like that to test. And it sucked. It was heavy. It was cumbersome. You really couldn't move around much. You couldn't do much in the stuff. And it really didn't offer that much more protection. This will withstand the 5.56. Like I said, it'll take the 308 or the 7.62 by 51, I believe it is, which is the NATO round. It's the same thing. It'll stop it. The other thing is Safelife Defense also came out with, I believe it's called the Hyperline or Hyperlight, which is a soft body armor, much like a bulletproof vest that you would wear, a concealable bulletproof vest. So you wear that underneath, and that stuff is only like, geez, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it's only like maybe a 1/4 inch thick. Very thin material, but it withstands a lot of punishment. It can basically take all the rounds that a level 3 can, but it's in a much, much thinner package. So their claim is that if you purchase that and have this, you basically have a level 4 armor, you know, and you will increase the area, because you got to remember, this only covers your vitals, you know, your heart, your lungs, and, you know, the top part of your abdomen. The rest of it, you know, you're open. I don't carry cummerbund plates on this, because I like to keep those slick, so I can access my pistol. I don't like to have anything in the way of my belt when I'm, you know, reaching to grab things. But with that Hyperlight combined with this, level 4 protection and much more protection surface. So you get, you know, under your arms, sides, a little bit lower. and it'll also wrap around, and you can get, you know, your cummerbund coverage, although you won't have frass on the side. I do believe that you can get this in the cummerbund if you wanted to, but man, that would really be, that'll be a lot. That'll be a lot to try and run around with. This kit's already heavy enough, and I believe, I don't know, it doesn't say here. I think each one of these are 4 pounds, which in comparison to some of the steel plates is very light. They do have light steel plates, but those light steel plates are super thick. They're like almost 3 inches or 1.5 inches thick in order to get that protective component. But, you know, you sacrifice mobility when you do that. This, I can tell you, you know, when I first got this, it was super stiff. I mean, I couldn't even do this to it. Now, after, you know, using it for a couple of years, when did I get this? 4 of 21. So it'll be 2 years old this April. So I've had this for over a year, almost 2 years, and wearing it, you know, just out at the range, training classes, different stuff like that. It's already become a little bit more malleable. It's already conformed, as you can see, more to my body. It has that curve to it. When I first got it, these things were flat as a pancake, and they were pretty stiff. But, you know, you wear it for a while, and it falls into place. So just stick that back up in there. This has nice Velcro in here. Like I said, it's got this pull tab. Just stick that up in there. Velcro that. And leave that little dangler hang down there if you want to, and you're good to go. Straps on this thing, they're sewn in, okay? And the way they go, I don't know if you can see this, but they're not exactly straight up and down. They kind of come off to the side. They're thicker down here and a little bit thinner up here. You can adjust them inside here to fit you so that you get this. You always want this to be up, you know, high on your chest. You don't want it hanging down low on your belly. Your most important vital parts are up here. So you're gonna want this thing, you know, up like that. But straps, awesome, sewn in nice, made of the same material, and I don't even think they're sewn. It's just part of this front placard piece where it has the laser cut molle. So definitely gonna stay there. Nice pads here. These can be removed. So you can run stuff through them, like you can run your comms and everything through them. I carry a tourniquet up on my left-hand shoulder that I can rip off. That thing's staged, so, you know, if I need it, it's there. Let's take a look at the back. All right, coming around the back here, first thing I want to show you guys and girls is, like I said, this cummerbund. I usually keep it pretty slick. This is the left-hand side. So, you know, I have magazines down here that I'm reaching for. I have that dump pouch, that Excellent Elite Spanker dump pouch. This is the other dump pouch that I was talking about. This is the High Speed Gear Industries dump pouch. And I'll show you here the difference. See how this one's mesh? So if you have things that are wet, it's great to put in there if your clothes are wet, or if you have a t-shirt that's all sweaty and you know, you want to change out your t-shirt, throw that thing in there with the mesh and you're good to go. Problem with this thing is you can't really keep it closed. You know, it's got some kind of stiff material in here that tries to keep it locked, but this is Velcro, and there's really no Velcro, you know, to keep this closed, so to speak, like that. And it just doesn't hold as much as the that Excellent Elite Spanker one does, which is, you know, down here right below it. But I have it on there, you know, just like I said, out here on the Front Range, you know, it's pretty sunny out here all the time, especially in the summer. It gets freaking hot, and you know, you'd be soaked to the bone just from sweat. So if you have your socks, your t-shirt, whatever. Throw it in there, and because of that mesh, you know, you get some ventilation, dries it out. Although the people that are downwind from you aren't going to really appreciate it too much because it's going to stink. Back of the vest here, again, laser cut moly in the fabric. Once again, the straps here, if you can see it, it's all one piece. It's all sewn in, okay? And it's one piece that's actually sewn to the carrier pouch. So it's not going to rip or anything like that. You have some moly stuff in here. You have some laser cuts. You can, you know, put, I don't know, whatever it is that you want in there. I have a carabiner up here. This one goes through also this, this carrier has a carry handle, drag handle, that's also integrated and sewn into the panel, so it's not going to go anywhere. This here is just a heavy duty locking carabiner that I carry. This thing can handle, I believe, like 5,000 pounds. These small ones here, believe it or not, can hold up to 500. So if you're ever in a situation where you need a carabiner, or you need to run some rope or something like that, hey, at least you have it there. This on the back is a Vismix, and now Vismix, I know, is just, you know, a cheap, I believe it's Chinese brand, and if things keep going the way they're going, I'm pretty much going to take this thing and throw it in a burn pile, because I'm not going to support the Chinese if they keep flying balloons over my house. But anyway, Vismix backpack. This thing, it is mollied into the back of this panel. So molly runs through there, runs through all that laser, comes in. It's pretty solid. Stays on there nice. It also has water. Put a water bladder in the back here. And I carry, what do I have in here? Oh, I have my water filtration, my Sawyer Mini. This is just the cup, or the bag for it. Here, I'll show you something. Let me grab it. All right, so what I was running on the back of this before was this Camelback hydration bladder. This thing's awesome. The only issue that I have with this is the fact that there's no room to put anything in here. So the only thing you can put in here is the water bladder, okay? You can't really, you know, I might want to put like an MRE in there. I might want to put some extra medical stuff in there, maybe a couple extra magazines or something like in there. You can't do it. This is the Camelback Armor Back. Okay. Hydration bladder, Armor Back. But nice thing about this is you can crank this thing down. You know, you get it on there. It's got these quick connect clips that you put onto the molly, which I believe are still on the bag here. And you can crank these down to pressurize this so that you don't need to you don't need to suck on the hose as hard in order to get a drink. Bad thing is, you know, as you're drinking the water, the pressure is going to go down, so you can't go behind you. You're gonna have to have a buddy, you know, tighten them down even more. But anyway, I mean, you know, multicam, it's Camelback, it's insulated, so it does a really good job. I'm really happy with it. The only thing is like I said, I'm out on the range and I have no room to store anything. I have nowhere to put any extra medical or any extra food or anything like that, any extra magazines. So, and if you're running this kit, you're going to be freaking thirsty because it's a heavy kit. Like I said, it's for the 308. The whole purpose of this kit is to feed that rifle that I showed you, and that is a monster of a rifle. I love it. I'm not a big guy, but everybody says I'm built like a tank because I'm Italian. I love that rifle. that's my favorite rifle. I'll pick that over the AR-15 any day of the week, and I can really lay it down with that. I can reach out a lot further with that. So I like this kit better than my assault kit. However, the assault kit has a place because, you know, if something happens in the house or something happens close to home where I need to clear rooms and stuff like that, that's the kit that I'm going to grab. This is the one, you know, where I'm out on my property, I'm patrolling, and I need to make sure that, you know, unwanted people aren't on my property. So getting back to this Vismix bag, like I said, it's got the water bladder pouch inside there. You know, you got another pouch here. I like to keep some, this is a torch lighter, you know, some of these, you know, little Colgate Wisp toothbrushes, got to keep your teeth clean. Basically, you know, just food and sanitation stuff. There's like, you know, hot chocolate in there, coffee in there, different things just to keep me happy, you know, if I'm stuck out there. Molly on the outside so you can attach extra bags, plus the Velcro, you can put patches on. This is for the hose. So if I wanted to, I could run that hose over here, up through there, and then, you know, up through whichever, probably over here on the left-hand side because I'm a right-handed shooter, so I don't like anything being on my right shoulder. Coming below that, you have another pouch. What I like about this pouch is that you can pull it away. Okay, take that away. It's got some Velcro on the outside. You can put, you know, badges on or whatever. This one here, I like to keep extra medical stuff in. Usually keep, yeah, this has 2 Israeli bandages in there, you know, for some serious wounds. And there's also another pouch inside here. You can put extra stuff. Yeah, mostly medical I put in this bag. As a matter of fact, not mostly, all medical I put in this bag because I can reach behind myself, and I can undo that real easy, and then I can rip this off, so I have access to it. But yeah, that's the back part of that bag. Over here on the side, I just have some, these are smoke grenade pouches. Right now, I just have this shitty little radio in there. Just basically playing with my neighbors with that thing. So I have a different comms set for my kit. It's a little bit more fancier than that, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because, again, like I said, there's just some things that, you know, people don't need to know. But I do have smoke grenades that I can deploy. I won't show those here because, again, it's just something that you don't need to see. But, yeah, so that's pretty much the carrier, plate carrier. And like I said, this thing, the whole purpose of this is to feed that battle rifle, and that's exactly what that is. It's a battle rifle. That's what I use it for. The belt, like I've said before, you can see it here. This is a High Speed Gear Industries padded belt. I would love to get the core belt. I have the core Essentials battle belt in the black for my assault kit. This one I've had for probably about, this is the first battle belt system that I bought. So I bought this probably about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Love it. It's great. It's not like the core. It's not a 2-belt system. It's single belt. It's got a little bit extra padding on the back here, a little bit more of a lumbar protection, maybe call it. But if Core's listening, guys, if you want to send me a camouflage one for this kit, I'd absolutely love to do a review on it. And yeah, I would love to have that. I mean, I love the one that I have for my assault kit. And yeah, Core makes a great battle belt, range belt. Depends on what day it is. But again, this thing's set up basically the same way as my assault kit. You guys saw the range belt for that. Pistol, pogey pouch, IFAK. This IFAK's a little bit more, has a little bit more stuff in it than the assault kit does, because this one here I would most likely be more on my own. Not that I would be completely alone, because I'm not a lone wolf. I have friends that, you know, we all practice together and we train together, and we, you know, are committed to defending our neighborhood and our town and helping our local police out in the event of societal collapse, Chinese paratroopers start falling out of the sky, whatever comes down the pike. You know, we're there, we're willing to help them. So that's what all this stuff's for. Again, you know, the IFAK dump pouch. This one's the Elite Spanker. Two more of the, you know, 7.62 by 51 magazines, 25 rounds each. I keep them in the beer can configuration. And then coming around again, you know, I have the knife and two magazines. All right, everybody, thank you again for tuning in, and thank you to all of our subscribers, and thank you to our new viewers. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Please join the 3-line survival team, and you'll get notified, you know, whenever we put out new videos. Try to put out a new content at least every 3 days. I have a lot of stuff that I want to go through, and we're going to go through everything. We have a whole nother kit that we're going to go through. Like I said, we're going to go through this rifle here. We're going to go through this bag, the Spanker. I know everybody wants to see what's in there, what's in that dump pouch, because I have one that's on my assault kit also, but we're not going to get into that right now. I'm going to try and keep these things as short as possible so that I don't lose anybody's attention. I know, you know, sitting down to watch these things can sometimes, you know, be a burden, but I do appreciate people tuning in. I do appreciate people subscribing, and I do appreciate your attention. So everybody, I hope the information that, you know, I shared with you today is useful. I hope it helps you make better informed decisions when it comes to purchasing, you know, this equipment or any of your tactical gear, your assault gear, your range gear, your war belt stuff, whatever it is that you want to call it. That's the whole purpose here. I'm trying to help everybody, you know, make better informed decisions. This stuff is expensive, and not everybody can afford to be, you know, to purchase high-end stuff. So you don't have to purchase, you know, high-end stuff, but just make sure that you have something. Something is better than nothing. But again, everybody, thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody, and stay safe, and we'll see you again.